let's take this balancing action into some movement. So I'm going to just take a jump. Soften and jump. Try not to jump sort of from nowhere, but I'm going to actually soften down and rebound to jump. So everything is working towards softness in the body. What we're going to do is we're going to imagine this continuation of a spiral. So remember, as I land this jump, the pelvic halves are flaring in, the sit bone swinging out, but the pelvic halves as a whole flaring in, and the femurs rotating out. So if I trace a trail down my legs, it's going to look something like that. So put your fingers on the back bumps, the PSIS, trace them around forward, come down past the front of your pelvis, and then trace out. That's going to be the motion through the sort of fascial chains and the muscle chains and the spiraling of the bones. So this is a landing. So I'm going, whoom. So try that. That as you're landing, tracing slowly the direction of the movement of the bones. So I'm just trying landing right now. I'll do that a few times. And really feel the connection. So even as I trace my hands, I'm feeling that they're constantly touching the body. And now that I've built that sensation of a spiral, I'm going to take a jump. And now I'm going to see if when I land, I can feel that spiraling absorption. The more I really feel that I can allow the absorption to happen, the spiral and the movement, the softer and more gentle the entire landing feels. My knees actually feel really great when I do it, and when I prevent them from doing it, when there's a sort of internal gripping, my knees get really quite sore. So I'm looking for spiral, spiral. Now if we did it the other way, the jump, right, that would be an internal rotation of the femurs, and the pelvic halves would be rotating out. So the femurs rotate in, the pelvic halves rotate out. So tracing, we'll start from the outsides, and we're tracing inwards and then outwards. So as I straighten my legs, I'm going inwards on the femurs, outwards on the pelvic halves. In to out. 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 Even as I do it, you might see I'm kind of shaking my head and releasing different things, because even as I do this process, my whole upper body, my legs start to feel wider and more relaxed, but my whole upper body sort of settles in, because the base, it seems sort of counterintuitive, but because the base, meaning the pelvic halves and the pelvis, is actually moving, it's actually providing a more sturdy base of support for my body. So what we're doing is we're experiencing how the body balances itself in motion, not through stabilizing. Most people mean to hold still when they use that word. We actually want to redefine that word stable to be stable in motion. So as I'm coming up, I go in and out, and in and out, and then I'm going to combine them. So I'm going out, in and out in the femurs, and in the femurs, out in the pelvic halves. So here's the dual action of the spiral happening within my body. And I'll see if the jump and the landing can both incorporate these spirals. If you enjoyed this video, sign up for the InBody Space newsletter and share the link with a friend. You can also find original content on Facebook and Instagram.